Alrighty, so for the vampire counts, for the general, we have Manfred von Karstein. Where did he go? He's over here. Manfred von Karstein, he's bringing a lot of abilities. He's on his armored horse, bringing Curse of Undeath, Life Leeching, The Hunger, his Sword of Unholy Power, Spirit Leech, Fata Buna, Invocation of Nehek, Raise Dead, Curse of Years, Master of the Black Arts, Red Fury, and Undead Resurgent. Very, very expensive lord. We also have two White Kings, each on like regular horses. For the rest of the army, we have quite a bit of cat. We have 2 units of Blood Knights and 1 unit of Verix Reavers, the Black Knights with lances that have regen. I love this unit. For the infantry, we have 3 units of zombies. We have 2 units, 1 on each flank, of skeleton spears. We have a main line of 3 skeleton warriors in blocks and 2 grave guard in blocks behind them. Very Roman-esque formation.
Alright, for Bretonnia, we have 3 units of peasant bowmen. We have 2 units of questing knights and 1 unit of Grail Guardians. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of men at arms with rank 4 of veterancy, 2 unmounted paladins with nothing, and we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 units of spearmen at arms with 1 rank of veterancy, and last but not least we have the Fey Enchantress with Earth, Blood, Chalice of Potions, and Regrowth.
The Chalice of Potions is very nice in this matchup because the vampires love to blob. You can just boom.
Yeah, you can do like decent amount of damage if he ends up blobbing. I like the peasant archers, but he's gotta protect them from raised dead basically.
Indeed, and again, no more ascension. He instead invested a lot of money in the just having a better front line, just having a grave guard.
It's interesting. You don't have a Grail Relic versus Vampire Counts, but Vampire Counts actually ended up without having any terror.
Indeed.
So it was kind of like a
worked off,
a risk on both sides, right?
Indeed.
I feel like the Morse Ascension could have worked great for the Vampire Counts in this one, as long as he raises dead on the archers, but it's also like then you have to babysit it a whole lot, and sometimes you just want to focus on other things, so kind of makes sense not to take it all the time.
So questing knights versus knights of the realm, which do better against the blood knights?
I believe questing knights, because blood knights are heavily armored. Yeah.
Okay. Because you don't think the charge is that significant?
I think charge is significant, but I think armor piercing is just like what you need against what, a 110, 120, 110 armored unit.
Wow. That's pretty wild how much armor they have. That's almost as much as a Dwarven Lord.
Yep, they are pretty damn tanky. Usually you don't see them being so tanky because they're fighting demigryphs or armor piercing units.
Yeah, I remember when the game first came out, they didn't have Blood Knights, and I was very, very sad because vampires were my favorite factions. And without Blood Knights, it's just so sad. Also, massive charge against the zombies.
Didn't actually kill a whole lot of them on the charge. But apparently kills a lot of the skeleton warriors instead. That's fine.
Too bad, not too bad. Blood Knights are nowhere to be seen. And he's going to do some arrows into those zombies. It's a bit of a waste, but thinning the ranks, I guess.
Indeed. Alright, so let's see. We got a peasant archer shooting away on the zombies. Not really what you want to kill, but you don't really have a great target yet, although he should probably change that on the grave guards. We do see him trying to flank around with some of his knights, yet some of them actually hitting the center to try and catch some of his knights off the...
counter charge, can't get out, can't get out.
Looks like.
And look at the knights on the flank, the blood knights. They're going to come around.
Yeah, he probably wants to drag them the whole way around, but they are 4 anti-large, shitty anti-large units, but still anti-large units in the back ready to hold off against them. We'll see if they can do it.
Ooh, Grail Guardians are going to get teamed up against a lot of knights, a lot of infantry. And it looks like the comet will be going down, but it looks like it's going to miss a little bit. See if he gets any kills.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Did a little bit of damage, but not
Yeah.
really anything significant because it wasn't placed just perfectly.
Agreed. Looks like the Bretonnia is doing pretty well on their left, fighting a very tough battle on their right, with the zombies coming behind. But in the back lines, those Blood Knights looking for a spot to charge. Can't quite find it.
The White King is moving around. He's just kind of standing there watching for now. The Blood Knights are grouped up and charging in, but the Spearmen are quickly on the move. Talcore doing really well, just moving his Spearmen quickly in time. And oh, the Blood Knights stopped right before the charge. Now the Spearmen are actually charging the Blood Knights.
Yikes. Also, on the right flank, those Grail Guardians got hit with a Fate of Yuna. They're almost max healed. Very, very tough battle. They need to hold, otherwise that whole flank is gone. And he's slowly reinforcing. Go ahead.
Yeah, the Peasant Archers is just firing, right? Like he needs to try and stop the Peasant Archers for a while. He has a White King in there now, but the other Peasant Archers are still firing away. Of course, he is actually doing good because he is slowly draining down the Grail Guardians and the Questing Knights. So I'm not really sure because he has been utilizing the 2 full men-at-arms he's had.
But look at this.
And Spearmen in the back too.
He's left a huge opening for these Knights to come in and wreck those Archers.
Yeah, he should definitely be moving one of them back now, just over here to hold this off, but that seems not to be the case. The Archers are moving behind Spearmen though, so they are getting a little additional sense of front line of security, but we'll see if it's going to be enough. For now, the Knights are just waiting.
It's such expensive units. They're just being wasted. They're charging again, nice rear charge, but again, they're fighting full art. Pretty garbage units.
And now they're pulling out again. See, I'm not really sure who's favored here, so X. How do you think the battle is going? I think Bretonnia has eaten up a lot of the vampire cannon units already, but there's still 3 cavalry units left. But Bretonnia still has archers, still has a shit ton of cheap infantry. Paladins are not hurt at all. One of the paladins are not even fighting for some weird reason, and his archers actually can charge them now, but they've done a lot of work.
They have. I think this game is going to come down to how well these remaining cap can be utilized, and if Manfred dies. I think those are 2 big factors. I think the infantry is a moot point. The infantry is just not strong enough to survive all these charges. If they're engaged in combat, which they are.
Yep. Oh, a potion of chalice coming down again? Or is it? Yeah, that must be one.
Another charge going down for the Blood Knights.
And down it goes.
Boom.
Hit a few Blood Knights, but
one goes down.
Yeah, not really too much. Now Bretonnia has sort of like just grouped up his units, vampire counts are surrounding him, and I think Bretonnia can probably just out-heal the vampire counts, especially because she's got the damage over time with the Faint Enchantress, and the archers still shooting. Those knights should probably quickly try and get rid of them, but they are opting to charge the back line of Bretonnia instead.
Invocation Heck does go down. Manfred healing back up to full, healing a lot of those Blood Knights. This is very close actually. Oh, and those Blood Knights need to just go into those archers. They're just standing there, taking in the back.
Yeah, this is the second time they just stop right before an enemy instead of actually charging him in. Bretonnia just seems like he has a lot of infantry left, especially a lot of anti-large infantry. We'll see if he can do it, but he's doing alright. But a lot of his units are wavering, Sir X, and if he loses them, he will probably lose the game, but they are staying together for now.
The Manfred has hit the healing cap and he's going to piece out of there, but I don't know how much these Blood Knights, which are taking a lot of damage against all this anti-large, can tank it. And that Paladin is chasing Manfred down.
Yeah, you don't really want to fight Halberds with Blood Knights, because Halberds, of course, or rather men-at-arms, they are armor piercing and they are anti-large, so they can actually puncture through the Blood Knight's armor and do pretty significant damage.
And the Fae is at full health, so she's pretty okay. That Paladin that tried to hunt down Manfred will get chased off by a Paladin, by a White King. But those archers still doing so much damage to those Blood Knights.
Doing quite a bit. It's right, like, the archers just were never really stopped and they've just been firing all game, and I think that's part of the reason that Bretonnia will take this. Archers were never really stopped or killed off for good, and Bretonnia just has too many anti-large units left now to lose this game. He just needs to keep his units together, and Vampire Counts can't really answer it.
Indeed, looks like the Fae is trying to get out of there from Manfred, and the Paladin will get in there and start hitting from behind. I think Manfred's at about half health, and those Blood Knights are not many guys left.
And there's still 2 Paladins just hitting away at anything coming near the lady. One of them is routed, but he'll probably return soon enough. Yep, he just returned.
And Manfred's starting to rout.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shot, I think.
Indeed.
Alright, and talcore with Bretonnia taking the first game in a very, very well played matchup, protecting his units properly, protecting his backline, and then slowly but surely removing the vampire counts.
Indeed. And again, this is one of the cases where you see the peasant blob defeated the vampire blob with heals and a solid infantry corps backed up by leadership.
Yep. Yeah, look at those Bretonnia kills. Sure, plenty of zombies to kill, but still a pretty sexy number.
Yeah, and those archers too. And also, look at that leadership on them. That's what kept them in the battle for so long. And 263 kills on those questing knights. Incredible.
Did quite well indeed.
Precisely.
Alright, let's see what the players pick next, chat.